Moo.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Xbox has won the console war. You can officially close all your YouTube channels and give up complaining because the best piece of plastic's right before us. And it's so sexy. Look at it. It's $50 cheaper and it's still beating your ass, boy. Now, Xbox may have won this month. I'm not sure by what. I mean, there's people were saying that credible sources on NewGaf were saying it was, but a couple thousand between or something, and people have been deciding it's maybe even 400,000, and that specific user, from what I understand, got banned. Which is, I don't know. I don't really know the ins and outs of NeoGaf, but he got banned, man. His life must be ruined. He's got nowhere to post incredibly uncredible information from his insider asshole, Such a sad day. Sorry. Anyway, NeoGaf, it shouldn't be really the major source for news, but for some reason it is, because people make it that way. They report on what they want to hear, and NeoGaf seems to say what a lot of people want to hear in many different forms. And I mean, that can be good, that can be bad, and I find it alright. I like it when people look at the news objectively and come to their own conclusions and do their own reporting in some cases, looking into the facts. This video is not about NeoGaf, and nor will any of my other videos be about NeoGaf, because no one cares about NeoGaf. It's just a forum that people care about. Wait a minute. I'm talking about it in a video where I'm talking about not caring about it, so that means I care about it. Fuck. God. I need to stop caring about things. But cats are so cute. Look at them. Oh, look at them. Oh, video games. That's right. I'm sorry. Now, Xbox has a little bit of room to talk a little smack. They got some smack talking room, but they're not going to do that because they have, a very good team behind them that don't stoop to such levels. Xbox is going to, I'm not sure where they're going to go from here. If they raise their price back up, that's the problem. And I've already talked about it in the previous video, but I just want to say that now that Xbox has won a month, I think that all consoles should celebrate. That means that, despite being so heavily talked against, the Xbox has overcome those such obstacles, and they're in a positive light now. People are talking about the Xbox being like, oh, it's a winner, it's number one. They're not talking about DRM and how to delete the porn from the hard drive, because there's no more room to download more porn. How to, I'm not saying that was me or anything, but seriously, man, there's so much. It's leaking out the sides, man. I don't know what to do. I try to mop it up, but I just keep pressing download. Yeah, but so the what is it? The PlayStation has shipped 15 million or something like that. This is an estimate from VG charts or whatever. It's probably not very accurate. That's like when I post on my Tinder account that my dick is as big as a city block. But what I really mean, it's as big as as a block in Minecraft on my screen. So yeah, you take out that ruler and you see how big that bitch is. It'll block you up. Yeah, so 15 million. Xbox, I don't know. They're very hush hush about numbers. They're like, Phil Spencer, how much have you sold Xboxes? Well, let me tell you. What company do you work for? Sir, I work for the New York Times. We're buying the New York Times and making it an Xbox exclusive timed Sir, no, my job. Shut up. You're already bought. Sign here. Okay, sorry, Phil Spencer. Please don't strike me down and buy my house and make it exclusive to your house. Now, the Wii U, yeah, so the Xbox has sold a good fuck ton. I mean, more than 360, more, and, PS4 is outpacing the PS3. All this goody good stuff, all the good shit is going down. Now, the Wii U is fucking, the fat kid on the block. He's just chugging behind, looking for a Twinkie to shove up his rectum and get, a little bit of nutrients so he can maybe keep on slugging along. No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this kid. I mean, he provides the comic relief to a lot of us with his fat little antics, his truffle shuffling all over, his odd, sequels to a sequels to a sequels with the competent gameplay and the attention to detail. Because, he doesn't really have any friends, so he has lots of time to doodle in his notebook, make lots of creative things going on. Now, even with hard hitters like Smash Bros, Mario Kart, they're still just lagging behind. And Bayonetta too, not to mention, is if I had a Wii U, that'd be the game I'd be all over that shit. I mean, mature games on Wii U just scream to me in a weird way, because that's just something they don't really do. They're mostly, family friendly, core mechanics, puzzling, mushrooms on their head, kind of Asian guys or gals. I mean, and that does interest me. As a kid, I was really into Game Boy. I mean, I never really got into Nintendo 64, but Game Boy, I was all over that shit. And I loved every minute of it. And that's the thing. I mean, I would never get a Wii U, but if they started going towards, keeping, they don't have multi-plats support really anymore, or third-party support or whatever. It's mostly just their first-party studios going ham, And they do have another mature game coming up, some shooter, I forgot the name. It involves triads and tattoos and bad hair. Yeah, so if they kept it up with the, doing pretty much what Microsoft did with Rise 2, I mean, a little bit, obviously, way different, sorry. But, paying competent developers to make games that deserve to be made. I mean, they don't have to be mature games. I'm not saying that I would only play a mature game. I mean, I prefer a mature game, obviously. To me, it means the developer didn't really censor themselves, it means they put what they wanted into the game, not what someone else wanted, or to appeal to a broader audience that they didn't really want to appeal to anyway. But here they are, begging for your money and cash up front for that DLC pass. Or else they'll go Lizard Squad on your ass and get arrested by the FBI. Lizard Squad, where the best is until we get arrested like a week later. Good job, guys. See you in the showers. Oh my god, earth bleeding. Lizard Squad. Yeah, but the Wii U's got those competent games. What they showed at the Video Game Awards, which I've mentioned before, was pretty damn interesting. Not all of it. I don't really care about no Mario Maker, because if I want a Mario Maker, I just go online, Photoshop his head on some naked chick or little kitten's body and whack away. At the level I'm creating, of course, you sick fuckers, man. Jesus, the internet these days. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not even sure how many Wii's are sold. I'm sorry, I don't really care about numbers, statistics, or my grades. That's why I'm so smarter than y'all nerds, bitches. Yeah, they got the games. They got the the legacy pretty much. They've been around here forever, and I think it's just we need to celebrate. All these companies need to celebrate, and they have been celebrating. And that's what's wonderful. The PlayStation experience, Nintendo at the awards ceremony. How Reggie was, putting Nintendo in a big fist, a proud moment. He was proud of what he created, and Phil Spencer just being Phil Spencer. The general kind of shit. They're just talking. With the fans, he'll speak to small YouTubers. He'll take in ideas from people who tweet him. He'll, just the general chit chat, the openness about how proud he is of his, PlayStation and their 20 years as a console, pretty much. Xbox is way behind that, but they've been around, Microsoft's been around since 1975, I believe, and they've been making very sturdy, strong, reliant software, computers, so they know their way around, shoving small things into big, bulky VCR boxes. Man, it's ugly as fuck. I'm just joking. I mean, personally, the white Xbox is where it's at if you're trying to get something that doesn't remind you of the 90s. Or, I mean, you could get the black Xbox and, think about it, the 90s every day. Or, my other favorite thing, a shotgun. That always reminds me of those good Nirvana days. When that shitty band ended. Sorry, it's a little off topic and a little offensive. We got, so there's nothing wrong with the Wii. There's nothing wrong with the PlayStation. There's nothing wrong with the Xbox. Now, you may like a system over the other. I do, technically and physically prefer the Xbox for my reasons. We can get into that another day if a video calls for it. Actually, I'll probably make a video of it now because I just thought of it, and I'm a smart dude with a penis. Because that's what dudes got. They got penises. And PlayStation, Xbox, they got balls, man. They're ready. Oh, and the Wii U's got little balls, but they count too. They do things. They got the fluids flipping and flopping around there, dude, like a little Pumpkin Kings or Mushroom Man of the Zelda Princess Diaries Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, then so they got these people are mad about them, these exclusive rights to develop a game, exclusive game, Street Fighter. Microsoft just bought Mojang, and they're probably definitely not Minecraft, but I bet they're going to use that studio to make a Microsoft exclusive game eventually down the line. Rise of the Tomb Raider, which was a shock to a lot of people, and that another reason why Microsoft is I enjoy how silent they are about their practices. They keep to the shadows, and when his games come E3 time, they go all out. They show their guns, That's why I enjoy. I'll talk more about it when I make a PlayStation Experience video, which will be coming out tomorrow, for sure. Now, the companies don't need to hold hands and frolic down the street, like they just don't care and grow their cords out down to their base and just chill there and listen to fucking dirty hippie music. Now, they just need to keep up this momentum they've got, and it's not a momentum hype like PlayStation had at the beginning. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but they need to keep up this energy that everyone has. Everyone's enthusiastic about these consoles and what they're doing. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It's people just enjoy their presence. They're enjoying them now. It's been a year, and they now the kinks and the weirdness has all been discussed, thoroughly. The I mean, there's obviously that small margin of people that just don't care what happens. They're always just gonna, yell at you for liking an Xbox, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as it's consensual. You didn't see anything. Yeah, I mean, together these consoles they make up a new generation, and this generation's a proud generation. They're young, rebellious, and they're ready to cause some trouble. And they've caused a lot of troubles. Halo matchmaking, Drive Club Online, all this rebellious stuff. But they're just trying to figure out their way in life, and they're finding that way. They found that way. The sales show that they're ready for public appeal, just the celebrities, man. They're the celebrities of the consoles, and they're gonna shine, man. And someone was yelling at me in the comments today about oh well, PlayStation 4 gets 1080p 60 frames per second, not all the time, but 60% of the time. Now, this may have been trolling. This may have just been a retard. Sorry, not a retard. That's someone who just doesn't understand how. I don't know. He's kind of brainwashed to believe that the PlayStation 4 is 2 times as powerful as the Xbox One. Now, I'm not sure how much more powerful the PS4 is, and it is more powerful in some regards and less powerful in others. I don't know the exact details of that, but I know it's true. But what I was trying to say is, yes, the PlayStation is more powerful in some areas, but both consoles are going to be used to the best of their abilities. They're like when the 360 PS3 first started out, they had some nice looking games. Perfect Dark Zero was just a tech demo for a Perfect Dark game. There was a lot of they were just trying to show off the graphics, and that's like Rise, Son of Rome was they want to start off with those games that show you what's to the benefits of these current gen consoles, like Second Son, Killzone. They had beautiful graphics, stunning graphics. A lot of the Forza games, beautiful. And I'm not saying any of these games are all bad or garbage. I mean, besides Knack, and if you like Knack, please just stop, but before someone gets hurt. Eventually you'll just get so far, like your brain will just start falling into little pieces that will collect themselves and grow bigger until your head explodes. Just like in the game. Yay, you learned something today, and now you're dead. So good job learning. Get back to playing real games. In these games though, they will evolve over time. They're like Pokemon. You throw them out into the wild, and they do their thing, and they come back, and they start to pick up a few tricks here and there. They get the cut ability, so they can cut through that pesky little bush you couldn't get past because you're a pussy, and they start to grow. They grow at a gradual rate, and eventually they'll be ready for showtime. And I feel like like I was saying, they're ready to have the spotlight on them. They're ready to show what they got. They got a lot to show. And I'm proud to be part of this generation. Now, I may be a misfit, but I know where I fit in. And I fit in with these beautiful consoles. We're spoiled nowadays, and we should be proud of what we have. These consoles are going to be something. If you see the lineup for these, especially for exclusive for 2015, it's just crazy. Even Wii U had their heavy guns come out this year, but their heavier guns are coming out. Games that, we haven't seen a million iterations of. Games that are just scream Nintendo. They're just what Nintendo is, their life and blood. Same with the PlayStation, same with the Xbox. God damn! It feels good to be a console owner. I'm out. Milk me silly. Moo. Moo.